Hello, hello. This stream is mostly going to be focused around improving the station that was under siege the past 2 days, so 24 hours ago, a bit more. So I've noted quite a few. I've noticed quite a few flaws, things to improve, things to do to improve the defender's experience inside of the station. First thing I'm going to do, though, I'm going to be doing it live as I speak, is that to attempt to circumvent an issue that has been plaguing me for the past 3 weeks. I'm going to be going onto the STU with my second account and grant my second account the access to the station, or the ownership, sorry. So it seems quite chill. I'm watching my screen at the same time. It seems quite chill right now. But there has been, for a long time, every minute, every 60 seconds actually, because it's quite precise, every 60 seconds, I get this 1 minute-ish freeze. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. 5 seconds freeze at a time. Obviously, this is massively annoying, and it seems like the workaround is to not be the owner of the station. So while I was lagging like crazy, really made playing difficult, my second account was running just fine. Okay, so I'm going to be streaming both screens at once. So you get to see what I'm currently doing. Whoops. I would like to watch the stream. Thank you very much. Obviously it wouldn't be fun. Okay, give me just a second, sorry. Second screen, properties. There you go. Much better. So, entrance transfer, original one, ship design workshop. Oh, transfer, yeah. Oh, silent is there. Just going to take whatever ship and jump directly. It really doesn't matter that much, at least. Okay, mouse and keyboard are getting disconnected intermittently. There you go. Scythe Elysium. Oh, come on, Starbase. Wow, I feel like today's stream is going to be way harder than it usually is. Okay, insurance transfer on the main account. Okay, you know what? I give up. I give up. Stop. Stop. Just going to do it with the main account. Euh... Perfect. Whoops. Okay, I would like to location super defense. What is going on? Hello. Yo, my head is going to hurt if this goes on. Stop! Oh gosh. There. Why can't I? What on earth, Starbase? Like, I've got propellants in there. Oh wait, can't I warp with a passenger? No, no difference. What a waste of time. Comment ça va, Alexander? Ça va tranquille. On a eu un super bon siège hier. Il y a des bugs et je suis justement en train d'essayer d'en adresser, mais le jeu a l'air de ne pas vouloir du tout. Mais ouais, ça se passe bien. Tu vois passer de temps en temps ou pas les notifications pour les events que je suis en train d'organiser? Ah, elles sont sur le Discord. T'as coupé absolument tous les pings? Si tu les as tous coupés, tu verras rien. Ah bah voilà. Bon, ça... Effectivement... Ah, c'est malin, c'est bugué... Ah, c'est bon. Quand est-ce que tu rentres chez toi, du coup? On est en train d'essayer d'organiser un event toutes les 2 semaines à peu près. Tu vas rater l'event suivant, du coup. Bah écoute, si ça t'intéresse, regarde donc les pings qu'il y a sur... Putain, mais ça rame! Ping sur Discord. Voilà. Et du coup, est-ce que t'as vu passer les events ou tu reviens en mode t'as rien vu passer depuis un petit moment? Voilà. Ok. Oh. Stations, Super Defense, Resign. Confirm. And now it's my second character. How do I claim it? Oh, okay. Up. Stations. Hattie City. Resign. Confirm. Hello, Indy. There you go. Claim. Station is now at Hattie. Station. Super defense. View. Up. Add access. Up. Access. Add access. I'm trying to get around the ownership of freeze issues. And this time it's by having my second account own it. This game really lacks a easier to use UI. There you go. API trigger. Perfect. And with my main account. Le STU, il n'y a plus de PTU. PTU, ça n'existe plus. Just going to make sure it is indeed the station and not the blueprint. And the easiest way is to simply paint something. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Hey, if it works, I'll be a very happy designer. Otherwise, well, I'll just deal with it. And there's one of the freezes. Okay, this is not linked to station ownership at all. Submit. So many errors already. So this has got probably more to do with the way the permissions are managed. So yeah, it doesn't do a difference. Real bummer. Hello, Vega. Well, let the patience game begin. What am I looking at? Oh, there you go. Oh yes, I'd like to try the glass dome. I've got no idea. That is absolutely not my my concern with the glass. The reason I am looking into glass is to be able to have a better shell around the ship. I want around the station. I want something that can intercept at least a few torpedoes, and make it considerably harder to know what the defenders are up to. So the glass budget for the station is just going to go bonkers, but it should allow the station to be even harder to approach. I'm also going to get rid of those big hangars entirely because they are not an asset, just a liability. Off you go. Yeah, but I'm very interested in the one-way visibility that the current glass implementation has. Which is to say that you can hide stuff behind it. You can use it as an effective way to see what your opponent is doing without them knowing what you are up to. Oh, they're disappearing. There's no more big hangars at all. I'll be putting big hangars, but they'll be outside of the station stuff, so you'll be able to spawn stuff in them before the siege starts, but the moment they are... the very moment the siege starts, like, they're getting written off. But that sounds like a ship design issue. Okay. I'm going to have to play around with the object limit. If I have too many objects in any given area, it becomes, for voxel volume to be more specific, it becomes a valid area from which on you can in fact take it. Yes. I'll be making a few. The only part of the station that I'm going to be keeping reasonably as is this one. Like the two medium hangars. They do extend a bit inside of the central area. All of the rest is being redone. Let me use these as a starting point. Yeah, I'm I'm really growing, not quite desperate, but we're getting there when it comes to those freezes. And the station designer, they are seriously a pain, but when it comes to gameplay in general in the station, they are such a pain. Okay. I now have my corner. Station parts, windows, and I want the biggest. $864. Okay, let me use this one.
Listen.
Listen to who? Hello, Lambert. What are you doing? What are you up to? See if it lasts longer in combat. If there are people that want to voice chat, I'm going to hop onto the official Discord server, but in a new group chat. Whoop. If ever someone wants to. Woo! If I get annoyed now, there's no finishing the station.
Sounds like.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, anger and frame. Quite a neat thing.
So, a question: can you do a foundation hall still, or factory hall? Sorry.
Yes, I can, and I will be putting in a few to have those turret calls or turret emplacements, whatever we want to call them.
Now, could you do something interesting with possibly a cargo lock frame?
Okay, before we continue, can you move the fan away?
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry.
Thank you very much. So, booby traps, Vega, are not possible. Not that I'm aware of, because there's absolutely no moving parts, and there's no means of inflicting damage on anyone. So, torpedoes would really badly damage you also. And by you, I mean like whoever plays, like the trap owner.
But wouldn't the cargo lock frame protect things from missiles?
No. Not during a siege.
There's basically nothing.
The only thing that the cargo lock... no, cargo lock frame? Oh, I don't know.
Just curious.
Ooh, I'm going to lose patience.
Oh, the hanger and frame would be my suggestion to see if that could last longer.
It's not snapping.
Which does require not using the station designer for a bit to actually get it set up with the alignment. And to kind of break the grid alignment.
No, damn it. As much as possible, I'd like to not go outside of the station designer. The mindset being that if I do have to go out, it's going to be a pain to deal with.
Well, you just have to set up. Actually, I believe it might even work inside the designer.
They don't snap to the rest. Before I can even proceed with my design, I need to make sure that the glass is, by its presence, not going to make the area targetable. It needs to just be a shell and nothing else. This is going to get weird when you're going to look at it from the outside. Okay, exit.
I mean, the way it reflects, it almost looks like it's hidden. It's cloaking.
Oh. So the idea is that unlike beams, even if endos... Okay, it's a class 5, that actually does answer my question. Even if endos start running on the outskirts of the dome, well, they're going to be fully visible from within. So if they start making holes and try to get in through them, you will be able to see them. Okay, so the current... Oh, this is good. Oh, okay, I can really go at it. Do I do a cube or do I do a decade run?
What about a beveled cube?
That's what I'm seriously considering.
I mean, if I wanted to be trolly, I would say a icosahedron.
How many faces does that have?
The joke is it's 20.
Then, yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Well, it's you couldn't build that in Designer because it's a platonic solid and they're all at weird angles. You need hexagons and triangles.
I'm going to start with a good old fashioned cube and I'll figure things out from there.
It's the sensible thing to do.
The damn thing doesn't snap to itself. Unless... Okay. Imagine the required amount of glass to place one of these things.
It's actually not that much.
Not that much times a lot equals a lot.
Well, yes, but ship glass is expensive. Station glass really isn't.
Yeah, just look at what I'm going to do with the volume of glass.
Yeah, I think the formula is a lot plus a lot equals a crap load.
Yeah. Yes. I'm already noticing that I'm going to be running into an issue. It's that because of the width of the glass, I'm going to have gaps. I'll deal with that later.
Was going to suggest using the misline, but that wouldn't work here.
I need to... I'm trying to figure out how I can be lazy, but...
If you didn't have the beams next on the edge, but like one block up, it wouldn't interfere if you copied and pasted it.
It just doesn't want to snap if there's too many objects
Yeah,
at
that's
once.
why I suggest putting the beam one up then it wants. But you say it's that as well. Sorry.
And if it's like that, does it accept? No. How about half? Ah. No. Okay.
And you're sure you're not going to run into issues on the corners with voxel volume?
I'm going to be running into issues all over the place, but I figured if I must go through the pain of placing those damn things, I may as well make it painful, but on my own terms, and this isn't it. So I'm going to go along with a very seriously beveled cube, because why the heck not? Voxel volume is not is only a metric when it comes to area validation for siege purposes. That's it. That's all it does. The game really doesn't care much about voxel volume. It cares a lot about object count, though. That it cares a lot about. You're not allowed to mess around with that. There's lots of issues that compound that make designing not a fun experience. Doo-doo-doo. Mm. Did I forget to... Oh yeah, I forgot to remove this one. Mm. Um... Glass really doesn't like to snap to glass at all.
I mean, it's like two sharp edges on each other. Yeah, it really doesn't.
I also think these are the inside things. I forgot how they are called. But yeah,
Inverted.
it makes it extra annoying to deal with.
Yo, what up?
Hello, hello.
Nice siege yesterday. That was fun.
Thank you. Don't forget to thank New Horizon Republic. Wouldn't be possible without them. I'm the most visible, I suppose, element of like the siege organization. But without an HR, it wouldn't be possible at all.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, definitely got to thank those guys. I hadn't talked to none of them. Well, I've had a hard time talking to them anyways, but
I mean, they do speak another language entirely, so yes, I completely understand where you're coming from. I'm just making sure that credit goes where it is due.
I was not prepared. I didn't realize that they had wiped the test server from the last time they'd done the test server. So I had no blueprints.
No, I
Wait,
don't
they
agree.
did?
No, they didn't. I've still
Okay.
got blueprints that are over 3 years old.
What?
Okay, yeah. Nice to have the station with the capture with the frame integrity bypass.
Well, you know what? I did build a new computer. Does that have anything to do with it?
Yes, because it loads the .fbe files, but you should... Those will only be the autosaves. The very moment you connect, because I did go from one computer to another, and I do assure you, like, you do keep your stuff.
I can second that.
You lose your waypoint history, but that's probably temporary.
Like, there's a few annoying things, but there's no permanent loss. So if you've lost your blueprints, that's another matter entirely.
Let me actually jump on the regular server and see if my blueprints are gone on there too.
I hope not. That is like the
It works.
super important aspect.
It could take some time for the blueprints to populate after you enter the editor, though.
Yeah, but it's not like an infinite amount of time. It's quite slow. It's a bit tedious, but it's not infinite.
Oh, definitely not. Got all my blueprints in a few minutes, feels like.
Yep, something like that.
Oh, I am still at the racetrack. Wow, I've not logged in forever.
Those other games must have been fun.
Yeah, they have been.
Next race to plan during a siege.
Of course.
Go inside of the station and out the other side.
I mean,
Do it.
that does sound hilarious.
It sounds like a hilariously bad idea to do.
Has that ever stopped me?
No,
It's PvE content. We need it.
PvE.
Yeah, you're not fighting. You're just flying through some bullets and laser cannon shots and stuff. It's It's not PvP.
I feel like there would be some people that would be absolutely up to the challenge.
Okay, so all of my blueprints are on the regular server.
Yes. They don't, it's not automatic. They're not, they only transfer in one direction at the moment. And that would be from the live to the, from the live to the STU.
I wonder, since I just now launched the regular Starbase, that if I launch Starbase test server, I'll have my blueprints back.
I think so.
I really don't think I've even logged in on Starbase on this computer. I went straight to the test server.
Normally they own the blueprints, and by owning I mean they literally have them on their own servers. I think you having them on your computer just makes the first load faster. That's pretty much it.
I mean, for example, the what is it? Yeah, the sub-components. Those are actually always loaded from the server. Which is why it sometimes happens that you load one and then nothing, you load a different one and it loads the wrong one.
Can you please repeat that sentence? I think I know what you're talking about.
So do you ever have like modules? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always streamed from the server.
Not from the computer.
Yes.
Doesn't explain how they successfully load the wrong one if you dare click a little bit too fast.
Because you click the wrong one, then it takes a while to load. Then you click another one, but the game hasn't realized that you wanted to load a different one, or just waits for data to load, and so it gets the wrong. It says, okay, that's blueprint or that's module data. That's probably what you tried to load, even though it isn't.
It wouldn't happen to be because my test server name is not spelt right because I hotkeyed it.
No, that's entirely different. You've got, it's two separate accounts. They completely, they don't link to the same servers. They don't link to the same anything. If it works, I'm going to be very pleased. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very annoyed.
I have no blueprints on the test server, at least. Oh well.
As long as you didn't own anything precious.
I highly doubt it, man. I've worked on some stupid stuff on the test server, but I never really... I think I exported anything that was worth anything.
As of now, so yeah, the test server cannot have its blueprints sent back to the live. It's only one direction from live to STU. Just keep that in mind whenever you start building anything.
When did that change?
When they started adding features to the STU, jump stuff and whatnot, and I suspect in the ship designer you've got an STU. Oh, it fits. Sorry. You've got a. I'm losing all of my words. Sorry.
They made some optimizations in the .fb file and how it compresses, I believe, which means that the old client cannot actually load it.
So they retro compatible, but they're not forward compatible.
Yeah, exactly.
So anything on the live will work on the STU, but it doesn't work in the other way. This will obviously be changed in the future when the STU features are going to be sent to the live. then you'll be able to load whatever you did on the STU.
Okay, makes sense.
Happy.
Yeah.
Did you try? You said you tried changing ownership to a different account.
I already did, but it's not to do with the ownership, but with the permissions, I'm afraid.
But to the new account, does the new account have to be logged in?
He's not logged in right now.
Okay, so I was thinking maybe it was something to do with IP, like IP. What's it called?
My 2 cents on the topic
ban-
is that it's doing a request on the server and it's waiting for the server's answer before allowing the game to continue proceeding.
So who is the primary? Is there a host for the base?
I presume it's my secondary account.
So it would have to
Somebody
be online.
hosts it.
Yeah, so it would have to be online to host it. Because I heard something about an IP like bandwidth limit. Some people have to use so if they have multiple accounts, they use what's it called? A VPN.
No, I don't. I literally also. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Even though I have 2 computers, because both of them are behind the same IP address, I'm not really solving the issue.
Right, because they might be sharing the same allotment of bandwidth. Maybe I'm drawing this crowd.
My understanding
I
right
don't know the
now.
architecture.
My understanding right now, and it's guesswork. I'm not standing on anything solid while saying so. My understanding as of now is that it's linked to the way Starbase gets information from back and forth the server. Ooh, what a pain. So it's sending a, hey, could you please tell me what the permissions are for the server, for this player on the station? And it's taking 5 seconds-ish, I don't know, to answer. But instead of like continuing and doing more stuff while it's going on, it completely freezes. An example would be you see an enemy ship, but instead of being able to continue playing while his ship is loading, it freezes you entirely until the player's loaded, and only then are you allowed to proceed.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even a hosting issue then, because if you're freezing up, then everybody would freeze up if this was an issue of hosting.
Yep,
I
and
mean-
that's where my hypothesis no longer stands.
I mean, it is apparently also that what is it? No, that is something different with the Steam updating, which means that it's not great to do PvP on a Tuesday.
Huh?
It's Tuesday Steam update day.
We
Or
on
Steam
Sunday.
Sunday. I thought it was.
We Sunday
Yeah.
right now. And the
Yes, but I
siege
mean,
was on a
it's-
Saturday.
Yes, I'm just saying that is a recommendation I've heard from some people.
What? This is so annoying.
I mean, it's about as silly as the Linux bug that was called, what is it, can't print on Tuesdays. But we're getting off topic.
Gee, the game is battling sometimes.
What is rotational pitch and rotational yaw? Which way do they go?
Pitch is up down, yaw is left right.
But rotational pitch and rotational yaw?
Rotational pitch would be yeah, it is. It's pointing the nose of your ship up and down, whereas rotational yaw is pointing the nose of your ship left or right. It's
Yes.
not the pure up, down, and left, right, because that's called strafing. And strafing is when you move, but the nose of your ship keeps the same direction.
Yes.
So
And-
rotational pitch is different to backward pitch? What?
forwards, backwards pitch, that is the trim controls that you get with the premium FCU.
Forwards, backwards yaw?
That is also trim controls. The last three, all the forwards, backwards, pitch, yaw, and roll are trim control with premium FCUs. Which are basically just a band-aid fix for a ship that's not flying straight.
Huh.
Yeah, but I think it's a band-aid you can put on the fly.
Interesting.
Also that.
So I suppose that if like we really went into it, it would be very interesting to use for some combat scenarios, or should I say post-combat or post-damage scenarios.
Yeah, it has to do. Yeah, it would be interesting for help when recovering ships.
Does the one-way glass allow painting, or it just acts like normal glass?
You can paint it, but when you paint it, see how it's white when you look at it.
Mhm.
If you tried to paint that, the white part all around it would be painted, but it wouldn't taint the glass itself.
Okay. I was thinking of going for the nausea effect also.
What's nausea effect?
Like, make it polka dot so the attackers get sick.
No, I'm not going to do that. If I was really in a foul mood for whatever reason, yeah, sure, why not?
And then put speakers around the whole ship that does the quack. Quack.
Yeah, don't forget the defenders need to defend it too, eh?
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to make your own people lose their mind.
Exactly. And my station, although I put in great time and effort to make it as easy to navigate as possible, I was told by multiple people that it's really confusing to navigate.
Yes. I have a suggestion there. Have something that clearly marks what is the direction up.
This is space. You shouldn't need to have an
Yeah,
up.
Yes,
there
but
is
what is in the walkway or whatever the intended direction for your endo to face?
Whatever direction you want to face.
Oh yes, but then I walk on a wall like, oh, that was supposed to be a doorway, now it's a hole in the floor.
Either way, it's a hole.
Can you give me
And
an
what-
example in particular where it was not pleasant to navigate?
Let me quickly think. Okay, that was more my fault, where I just could not find the way into the main core of the base. I suppose was the intent.
Not really,
what-
no.
Is this gonna
But-
be on all sides glass?
But then also the
Yes, it's
skirmish-
literally from the outside, you're only going to see a weird looking pseudosphere.
How do you get in?
I'm going to be digging a few holes here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there will be entrances. Got it.
Like, yeah, but the minimum.
Okay, now I know a situation where it would have helped. The skirmish at the spawn. Where I tried to run away from spawn, and because I got rotated in some weird direction, I could not find the doorway.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but I wouldn't. Whatever I did, I do not think would have been very good. What I need to do, what I'm going to do, is that this entire spawn area, I'm going to gut it entirely, and I'm going to be redesigning the spawn area. So it's no longer going to be. Can I actually put multiple of these? Oh, I can.
Actually, can you make the spawn so it spawns the inside? No, wait, inside like a sheet of plates or something?
That's what I'm going to do. It's going to have like these mini bunkers that are going to protect the spawn itself. but it's only going to be able to protect you so much. And what I mean by that is that if someone starts throwing grenades and rockets at it, comes a moment where it's going to go right through. Doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah. Make sure that remember that the cubes are hollow inside.
So you only get one spawn marker.
I'm just wondering about that. I'm
Yeah.
really wondering if you can't put quite a few more. My short answer is I don't know, but I'm very curious.
It'd be interesting if you could randomize it for like 5-6 spots or 20 spots.
Well, if someone wants to experiment with it, I'm very interested in the outcome. Does someone want to test it?
Test what again?
Spawn a station and test the if we can have multiple spawn areas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like more than 2.
Like more than one.
I don't know that you have 1.
I only have one spawn area right now when it comes to the sieges. It's the special module. Don't know what it's called. Ah, damn that. Being able to place everything at once is good. No, it didn't place anything.
It's a lot better than it was, at least.
So. Okay. So, what I wanted to say before I started moving big objects that prevented me from saying anything else due to the required concentration is that when you spawned in, whenever you died, which must have happened a few times for all of us, you spawn in on something called the security field generator base. That's where you spawned. You didn't use the reconstruction machine, you used that. I placed it poorly, but I'm now wondering, like, what's your true budget? Can you have multiple? Can you then choose where you spawn at? How does it work? That's what I'm really interested in knowing.
I might put a station down here soon.
Do you want to do like a quick siege so we can give it a test?
If you want to siege it, that's fine.
No,
You want
but
it over near the area you're at?
wherever you want. It's just I'd like to be able to have like a very simple yes or no answer. To know, can I place multiple spawn points, or is it truly limited?
Alright, so half in the kill zone of EOS. Got it.
If it isn't in a PvP area, I'm not going to be able to test it.
It would be fun to go put a station at that point. That's a lot of fun.
Oh, the kill zone! Sorry, I hadn't understood.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you said it
That'd be
correctly.
it.
I just I forgot that else kills you if you get too close. I thought you were speaking of the safe zone.
Yeah, that'd be a hard station to take and defend.
I would like
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean-
able to place everything at once.
Right. Is it always the root or the starting zone where you place the foundation down that has to be sieged to claim it?
No, it's not the route. I can choose whatever area I want.
Oh, so we could do that.
Yes. But keep
Good.
in mind that if you put it all on the top, if the enemies capture whatever's on the bottom, you're going to be running a lot. Do keep that in mind.
I mean, in the sense of you have to capture every last bit to take it, but if you use station decider to place it within below the kill plane, the death plane.
You can't build stations there.
Can't place it that close.
And even if you did, you'd kill all of your defenders that need to respawn.
Oh, because the respawn has to also be there. Makes sense.
It is the respawn area.
Well, you just don't respawn at the station then.
I'd love to
And-
see...
And just go for the stalemate.
Yeah, that's one way of getting reported speedrun. Yeah, it's going to be filled with holes once they start throwing their torpedoes at it. But it should intercept a few torpedoes and make it even harder to get close. Come on! Oops.
Oh, you can't just siege anyone's station. It has to have a siege time designated to it.
Yes.
Can't go and siege every random station on the map.
No.
I planned to take over the world and it failed.
Oh, that died super quickly.
Mm-hmm.
How many ally ships is that thing going to claim, Happy?
I'd rather not know. I'd much rather not have a tally as to just how much team damage this thing is going to inflict. Because if the beams were nasty, this is going to be much worse.
At least
I
Commander
really
Doggo's
didn't have an
turrets.
issue with the beams.
At least Commander Doggo's turrets can't shoot you through it.
Oh, they will. They won't see you through that. That's the key difference. But if ever they start shooting, they're going to go right through.
His turrets definitely did not what's the word? I don't know the word.
At least his turrets are not what?
I don't know the word, so I can't describe it.
Something to do with the team kills?
Yes.
They don't target you specifically?
No. Silent, what's the word?
How can he guess?
I've heard is the word.
They
You're
don't like.
welcome.
They don't care if you're ally or enemy. What's the word?
No, they have no friend foe.
So my favorite answer
neutral.
to that is there's no friends nor foes, only targets.
Yeah, I mean the Pegasus doesn't have that either.
Right, there we go. I'm pretty happy with my fighter now. I'm not happy with its damage output though.
You can't have everything at once.
It tanks well. It doesn't. It just has pea shooters for guns.
What's going to be the purpose?
It's a medium fighter, but it tanks like a it tanks like a heavy fighter and shoots like a light fighter.
Okay, can you share your screen if you don't mind it ending up on Twitch?
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Okay. I'm streaming.
I'm trying to save time and I'm not saving any. Oh, that's a nice looking little fighter.
So you clearly haven't mastered the art of doing things the wrong way faster yet.
Nope.
It has the tanking ability of a heavy fighter and the shooting ability of a light fighter, so therefore, I guess it's middle ground.
How much does it weigh?
2.28 million.
Okay, that's light fighter for me.
It's a heavy fighter once you have to pay for them.
Nope, light. You only get, in my book, you only get called medium once you go over the 3 kiloton threshold and not before.
I was fighting Scipion yesterday, but bear in mind I suck as a fighter pilot, but he said it was pretty tanky, it just wasn't doing enough damage. So I'll take that. I'll take it. It's tanky. It will live.
Hey, if it's a good compliment, it's a good idea to take it.
I mean, I still need to work on it. It would be nice to have 2 railguns, but there's not a lot of room in this thing.
I've got a ship of the same weight, called the Swordfish, that has 3 railguns.
Oh, nice.
Coucou Airconk!
So happy. The whole not being able to reverse out tanker is the thing that made it to
Give me just a second, I cannot hear you due to a chicken dance being redeemed on my screen.
That sounds lovely.
It's hella noisy. You were saying, Vega.
The issue with the with some of my fighters not being able to get out of the hangar.
Vega, you need to do complete sentences.
Some of my fighters had trouble getting out of your hangars.
Why? Due to
reverse,
size
because-
constraints?
Yes, it was a super light fighter. So, which meant that I had to save weight, so I didn't have reverse.
Most of my fighters do not have reverse either, and yet they can leave the hangar.
It also can't turn on the spot.
Yeah, Vega, that is not an ideal situation. I'll tell you now, I'm not going to be able to solve those issues, because if I did, the hangars become even more attackable than they already are. And
Well,
as
you-
of now, I even had to remove the 2 big hangars because of how much of a liability they were to the defenders. So I'm maybe going to try and figure something out for a slightly bigger hangar, but you are going to have to do ships that are either more maneuverable or that spawn at origin and have to deal with the warp.
Well, either way, I'd appreciate if you just put an arrow on the hangars that shows what direction is forwards
That I can do.
on the station. So it'll just have 2 versions to go out of the 2 directions of hangar.
That is something that I can very much do, and I'll do so before I forget, or just remind me in
I will.
an hour.
Next usual start and I tell you that you didn't do it. No.
I'm fine with that. I'm designing my station Pokeball.
Yeah. I mean, maybe part of the issue was that half the hangar was aimed at the entryway, the core of the station. Which sort of
What?
meant, well, the way the hangar is currently set up, there's the back of the hangar and then there's the respawn room.
Yes.
which means you can shoot straight in and you only hit the one wall that's between the hangar and respawn, the outside and the respawn room.
Yes, and they didn't do that at all for whatever reason. Probably because the wall in question is in the core area.
Okay, because the other suggestion was to have the hangar next to the core area, so it has to go through 2 walls.
No, because then it instantly, by instantly, I'm not kidding, it's like within the first 5 minutes of the siege, it gets disabled by the attackers and the defenders.
Oh, because the hangar's not in the core area.
Yeah, and they specifically target it. Like, it's high priority target. You can see it in the siege when those areas get captured. Either the attackers or the defenders, you can see like there's a little bit of a delay before they can come back in full force.
Yes, but if you had the hangar still in the main area, but instead of pointed straight out, it would be pointed parallel.
It doesn't matter. They just dig through everything and get to it using torpedoes.
Fair.
That is why those 2 hangars are like the thing that I'm not going to be changing about the station at all. I'm going to improve the defensiveness, but they are absolutely essential to the defense. I currently do not have a better solution than this one. Is it perfect? No, absolutely not. There's most definitely many better solutions than what I have. Yo, I'm going to lose my mind. Why are you not
I
copying?
feel you.
Are you seeing what's going on my stream?
Yeah, I'm also doing the network isolation stuff.
There's no winning. Like,
Failing upwards.
yeah, it's just an infinite grind. Oh, come on. You know what? I give up. I give up. I just really don't want to have to copy so many items all the time. What? Ah. There you go, that's one way of solving it. Gosh. Whoever did the snapping on the stations did not do a thorough job at all.
No, yeah, no. You have to snap the cubes for it to work well.
It is just not easy to use at all. There you go. Admittedly, what I was imagining looked way nicer than this.
There's just a time when you just have to lower your expectations so much that you will be amazed when it even works at all.
Oh, I know it will work. It's just I think it was better the way I imagined it because the slants were smaller, not as aggressive as they are now.
I think it's better that you imagined it to be better because you imagined it to actually be quick and easy.
Losing my mind, losing my mind. Come on. Okay. I'll be right back.
No.
Hello.
Whoop, and back. This is possibly a very annoying way of discovering an asymmetry in the design.
Oh no.
Oh god! Of course, you find it only at the end of the design phase.
Well, I'm in the middle of it right now, but yeah.
It's only the middle because it's not the end yet.
So yeah, it turns out one of the towers is a bit shorter than the other.
You know, that happens.
You could say that the end phase is really just the middle.
My stubbornness will out-stubborn the bugs I'm encountering.
Doubtful. The bugs are more stubborn.
Well, look at me. I'm still in the station designer, in the ship designer after. I mean, God knows how many issues.
I mean, okay, to be fair, yes, but
Right.
Why?
What's more stubborn, a bug that cannot be overcome or a person who's persists despite such bugs?
What happens when an unmovable object is met with an unstoppable force?
Well,
Something
you know what,
relativity.
you know what happens at the end of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's happened before. An unstoppable force crashing into the earth and wiping out all the life.
Well, it did stop, because if it didn't, although at a cost, none of us would be here today. So technically, the Earth was more unmovable than the asteroid was unstoppable.
Very true.
But it did come at a price. Where are my slippers?
We'll put a station down here in a minute. Shouldn't take too long to expand.
What is that? Yeah, the current implementation of the station designer forcefully prevents you from using any modules. Like, good luck, just copy-pasting anything.
Have you had any gapping issues?
Nope.
That's wonderful.
No, I didn't. I know you get gapping issues are way more common if you start placing objects by hand.
no, the gapping issues often come on cap ships because you warped it.
No, I do not agree. I've got gaps on a capital ship on the live way before it did its first warp.
Well, most of my issues happened when I warped it.
That's due to a rounding error while placing blocks. You get a rounding error that then compounds.
Which is why I don't do cap ship expansions at Arma.
No, it irrelevant, completely irrelevant.
Arma is quite close to the edge of a chunk border, which means that the floating point is a lot worse, which means that if you play something, you leave the zone, you come back to the zone, it all has shifted over by a tiny bit.
Well, on my case, it happened at the origin.
Well, you may just have a bad spot there then.
But yeah, Starbase is afflicted with strange stuff. Also, I'm going to be paying the price for this shell because I should have done it after working on the center areas.
That would be ideal, yes.
Well, hopefully we'll get the toggle option like in the ship designer for pieces, so you could just toggle off glass in the future.
That would be very welcome. Oh boy. I really feel like wrapping my hands around someone's neck right now. And give it a lot of love.
Oh, sign me up.
You know that when you gently place your hands on someone's cheek, hold them tight and then just abruptly slam their head on the edge of a table.
What's it saying? Some people just need a big hug with a rope around the neck.
Yeah. But
I would obviously never go that far. I mean, if
No.
you traumatize the people designing Starbase, there's no more Starbase. It's as simple as that. They're untouchable.
please
Somebody
don't
yesterday
use the frozen light.
said that they were gonna start killing puppies, and I was like, well, I hope it's the puppies that deserve it, and not puppies that don't deserve it.
But where did they say that? On the Starbase Discord?
No, it was somebody made a comment in Discord. Or something out there. Like, I'm gonna go murder puppies now. And I was like, well, hopefully it was the puppies that deserve it, not innocent puppies.
Beveled, widened, slanted, whatever. I don't know what the name of the piece of glass I'm looking for is called. It's like triangles, I suppose? Triangles, but at an angle.
Yeah, they're in there somewhere.
Angled angles. Oh my god.
What on earth is this piece? Where would you put it? They've got some...
That is if you want to extend the slanted thing half a block. Like, you have a glass section that needs to get wider, but only like half a block, so you maintain the 1 block wider symmetry.
I don't think they have the piece I'm looking for. Oh, come on, not on my stream. I'm streaming. Does someone know what those triangles that are at a 45-degree angle are called?
They have also the angled edge.
I'm trying to do the corners for my dome.
I probably know what. Have to use them at some point, but I'd have to search Starbase to figure that out.
If you haven't found them by the time this station loads, I'll take a look.
It would probably... Is it maybe in the slanted section?
Yeah, but it would be slanted. What slanted?
Well,
This. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not in the slanted.
not slanted, but look in the slanted category.
But that would not be Windows.
No.
Like it
Oh,
wouldn't.
that's-
It wouldn't be transparent at all.
Oh, that's the place.
I think you're right, but it wouldn't be. Oh no, not even. What the heck? I think it would be corners. Nope. What about those windows? Nope. No corners. Oh, come on, I spent all of this time making this, and now it's telling me nope.
That
Okay,
seems
so-
like a joke at your expense.
If the block isn't in the editor, you can place it by hand and then copy it in the editor after.
We've got objects that are not in the editor?
Yes, quite a few actually.
Yeah, like 50% of them.
Seriously?
Oh man.
Like 70% of everything you can put on a station is in the editor.
Oh, come on.
I mean, there are also lots of alignments you can't.
That should be fun with the glass. Just lasers or whatever
I'm gonna go
coming
check
out at you.
my capship to see if that piece is on there.
It actually looks quite fun. Oh, this piece is missing.
The only issue is it's gonna be incredibly dark in there.
Why?
Because
trans-
it's one-way glass. The light doesn't shine inside it. It is exactly what it should do. To not let light in.
Indeed. No, it's the other way around. You let it in, you don't let it out.
Yeah, no, but that's not what the game thinks. If you place two windows, you will see exactly what it. Like you see how it's a giant shadow.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean. I just find it annoying.
Okay, I have, in fact. They're really not. Okay.
It's going to be quite the sight to behold once I'm done.
What kind of glass doesn't let light through?
One-way glass.
Weird.
That is the main reason why I'm spending so much glass alloy for my hanger on the cap ship.
Double-sided.
Or ship glass, because that does work both ways.
Oh, damn it, I got distracted.
Oh, come on, it actually doesn't. Don't do this to me, Starbase. Or do whatever. It actually doesn't exist.
Oh, no, it didn't. Oh,
Good enough government
curse
work.
you, it didn't align correctly.
Yeah, close enough.
I'm one issue away from making it a cube.
Don't do that.
Let's hope it.
That's what everyone
This
does.
might actually be bad news.
Oh, come on!
What? The triangle plate doesn't exist.
No, more like that's a 2-in-1 wham bam issue combo. Nothing's aligned, nothing.
Don't speak those words.
Yeah, there's no. I don't see any triangle windows that fill the corner, but you can use the beveled windows.
Okay, I'm done. This is going to be a cube.
Why, you were so close.
Ah, no, screw it.
There are children happy.
Look,
Don't
just use the
say
bevel
such
to dictate
language.
like the tiniest of tiny corners.
They're
There are
about
little-
to learn the whole dictionary worth of French swear words.
There are new endos around. Watch your language.
I'm trying to focus on testing this stuff where it doesn't line up like that because I know exactly that you get to the end of something,
It's
you don't want to have to
infuriating.
redo it.
Yeah, okay, I actually didn't use the corner windows on my, there's actually no, like, corner window thing.
Symmetry, schmimmetry, you know? Who needs it?
But there they are. It's called... No, it's not the bevel. Yeah, wait, triangles. Yeah, cube. Should have done the cube earlier.
At least make it a sideways cube so it's a diamond.
What's a sideways cube?
Diamond.
Well, the thing is, I don't have anything for the corners.
I think I just found the piece and I have... I just need to find the piece, I have 25. It's the beveled plate small.
That's not a window.
Okay, let's see if that exists in Windows.
Plus, they are adamantly refusing to align, making gaps that I'm absolutely not pleased to see at all.
Okay, yes, the beveled something small doesn't exist in Windows.
Jeez.
But you can use regular bevels and then just stack them.
Yeah, I'm really not going to bother. Stream today is going to be shorter than the usual ones, so...
Yeah.
No, we had 2 streams this week.
Sorry?
We had 2 streams this week, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's also because I've got a massive exam, final exam on Tuesday.
Okay, then best of luck from me.
It's on
About what?
It's on Starbase tools. It's for the studies are called DevOps. You know, actually, let me show it to you. I think it can be quite fun. Got too many windows open. There it is. Look.
I have to go to Twitch to see your stream, huh?
That you'll have to. Streaming Twitch and Starbase at the same time is not the best of ideas.
Yeah. Don't.
And there you go. These are the current market prices. There's still a lot of work to be done. But soon, very soon, I'm going to be able to make it available. Right now, it's running on localhost, so not yet accessible because I don't yet have the security in place. But if I want to, I can show you like the price of Imrium and how it evolved over the past month or so. Let's do 4. It's really weird because you can see the dips where people have started selling and when it goes back up because people have started buying. No, I'm the one that does it, Nick. I've got Hattie is my second account and he's at Origin. And he takes screenshots. The screenshots get sent to the server. The server chops the images and extracts all of the values and then makes them available the way you see here. It's not yet public because I do not yet have the security in place.
What method are you using to chop? Are you like you're slicing the image into small sections and then you're having something pull the text out of each section?
Yes, so it's called an OCR, optical character recognition, and it's the smaller cousin of the artificial intelligences that we use, such as like ChatGPT. It's a much smaller version.
Because I was gonna say, I know right now you can get like local language models on your PC, and there's probably ones that have the optic feature where you could give them an image and then they'll convert the image into text.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on. I can't use a LLM, large language model, because that's what you're referring to, because of the price tag that goes with them. If I wanted to use the smaller version of ChatGPT, just like because I'm just as an example, because I externalize it, it would have cost me, I calculated, €5 per day, which accumulates super quickly.
That's why I was suggesting like a physical model, like you can download.
But then I
models
run
that have-
into the other issue, which is that I'm using something that's called a KVM. So it's like a virtual. Actually, what does the acronym stand for? KVM. KVM server. Kernel-based virtual machine. Long story short, it's a server that's shared with quite a few other people, and I already did have unthrottled everything, and I got into trouble twice because of it. So I can't run
like server hosting.
Yes. They were not happy. It's cheap, but it's cheap due to the limit in what you can do with it.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see all of the prices. I can tell you, like, Telkite was last seen an entire month ago. Last time it was for sale, it was the 15th of October.
I mean, you're not supposed to have Talcat anyways.
Someone put it up for sale, and it was for sale at 750 million.
That sounds about right for Talcat.
Yeah, Aegisium was quite the surprise. If I go to the 1 day, you'll see that at one point someone just bought absolutely everything that was available, except for what cost over $1 million.
I assume you also see the time some of our company members force some prices down again.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what is what. I can just tell you it happened, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what happened in the given time frame.
Yeah, that's a cool system, Happy.
It's supposed to be a candlestick chart, but because it fluctuates so little, it's not really a candlestick chart anymore.
Well, we just don't have enough frequency on data. The data
Yeah,
is not
that's
frequent enough for
funny.
There's just literally not enough fluctuation. Normally it's supposed to look like this, I'd say. Yeah, like there you can start to properly see candlestick values. But because there's so little usage of the market, it becomes really difficult to read.
I assume you can also see whenever one of your Eco Explorers was sold.
That would be for the ice, and the Hattie has only been exploring the market for the past... Oh, I forgot to put the ice. Oh. Give me a second. Let me correct that live.
Kind of an important one.
Yeah. Yes.
And I feel like the two most interesting ones to monitor the market are Ice and Ice, Nergite, and Exorium.
I don't even know. That's the backend. I don't even know if I have the. I don't even know if I have the image for the ice. I downloaded them all. Asset, image, logo, misc. No, I do. Okay. Give me a second. That's going to be super quick. These are all of the lines of code, all of the files, everything that go into Starbase tools. And there is a lot of work. I actually would like to see where are my constants. I forgot. I think I'm going to do that later.
Yeah, the viewership's already.
Sorry?
plummeting. Viewership's already plummeting. Just kidding.
No, it didn't move. For now, at least. I think there's a bit of curiosity, but it won't last. It won't last long. There you go. This is what I wanted to see. What other materials can not be used as armor?
What materials do you have already? It should be carnite, ice, anything that's basically not has ore in the name. Zertrite. It's
No,
ore,
I
believe.
didn't put carnite either.
That's another one that's actually very interesting.
Yep, so armor charts, because I'm using all materials there. Let me rename it. All materials. More materials.
That's carnite, ice, Zertrite. Right. Carnite, ice, Zertrite, Nergite. I believe those are the 4.
Let me just put good
And a
old.
certain chat will correct us. They always point out our mistakes.
That's when they're not lurking and watching what is going on. I've got citrite.
Chat loves.
And you told me carnite.
Anything that isn't labeled ore in the name when you scan it.
The metals are. It's going to be ice, carnite and citrite. And then I'm going to have export all. Whoops. And now global market, and it's going to be all. Yes, import. If it breaks, I'm not going to bother attempting to fix it. Oh no, it worked! Naha! Awesome! Fast. Oh, come on. Okay, I know.
Resource error not found.
Yes, because I did another mistake, and it is. Where did I put it?
Oh, because of some other company, Ouroboros is doing make mistakes and.
And it's going to be. All resources. Cannot find all armor materials. Okay, sadly, I don't think I'm going to be pushing it too much. It's a bit of a pity. I want... Oh! What the fuck? Pardon the language. Okay, whatever. You know, sometimes it just fixes itself. Oh!
That's the worst part about software engineering.
Did it really fix itself though?
It
Or
did.
are you just not aware of what you've
No,
done?
it fixed itself because it was compiling in the background. The project got to the size where it actually does require time to be able to process everything. Did something happen on the 3rd of November?
There was an entire day of events.
Because I'm just noticing that there's a lot of someone just bought this is fun. You can see that someone bought crazy amount of stuffs on the 3rd of November. Oh no, he didn't need Granite apparently. Granite outside, .com. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to be presenting on Tuesday, and it's also why the stream is going to be a little bit shorter. It's because that is the project. I was able to have Starbase tools be my school project. It was ice and this ice. There is Bastium. No, sorry. Wait a second. Mostly just ice, I suppose. I forgot. Whatever. Don't worry. I'm not going to bother too much with it. I'm going to, on the long run, so for this, the API is maybe going to be made public. I just need to be cautious before doing so. To allow people to use it if they want to, and I want a second bot that is going to be at Origin. Sorry, at Armor. So I want prices of both Armor and of Armor and Origin.
Yeah, that's nice. Pretty cool. By the time Starbase makes its recovery, you know, there'll be some really nice tools that the community had a very long time to develop. Whether it be like
in the case where it does do a recovery, I'll be very happy.
yeah, yeah, and you know, you've got like Arconis built that whole website for EosCon, and we've got like the ship calculators, and people have built up like copious amounts of data, like Icarus's Discord, and other such resources.
The thing is, Starbase attracted a lot of developers, and developers by nature are
They make
very
shit.
able to create their own tools, websites, and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah. It's a good crowd to appeal to, you know?
The good news for me, though, is that all of the tools, technologies that I made can be extrapolated to other games.
Yeah.
So even if it just doesn't want to keep going, I can still use all of the tech and knowledge that I've come up with and use it in another environment entirely.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather have it in Starbase.
I feel like when I go to play another engineering game with the same intent as Starbase, because Starbase is such a more complex engine to build in, I just feel like everything's going to be a little easier.
Is there another game, say Zombie? No, there isn't.
There's some good building games, but they don't have everything.
Starbase is insane with its stance on complexity.
Yeah.
But if there was another MMO that has like an in-game market, I'd be able to extract the values out of it.
Yeah.
But the amount of people's minds that I've blown away when I've told them just how many hours are required to build the most basic of ships in Starbase. You need to do what?
And the most basic of ship, if that's all you can muster up, then that ship is going to have so many problems, it's not even going to be a ship at all.
Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant to use, and it's not going to be pretty to look at.
Like, you at a minimum need maybe 500 hours in the editor just to make a ship that can, like, properly function.
If you follow good tutorials, you can make it in less, but yes, I agree.
Like, that includes your first 3 ships or something, you know? Like, you make them and they just have these glaring flaws, and you have to realize that you've got to up the ante and you have to consider more in your your first approach. You have to have more in mind.
I agree. I very much agree.
Yeah. And then by the end of it, you know, after thousands of hours, you're really just approaching engineer levels where you envision much of the ship and its finalization from the very first few shape.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a good amount of it.
You what?
The ship build.
You
What
did
about
you did a half sentence.
Oh, I thought it was referencing something. Oh,
What?
I apologize.
No, but the what is to encourage you to finish the sentence. I mean, we committed to it right now. Just.
No. I thought I heard something. I mistook it.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
worry about it. Yeah, no. I realized that's not what you said. So I'm like, okay, I'll shut up.
Why can't I paste you? I think I know why, and it's not a pleasant answer. Oh boy. Yep, sadly, I think I'm right. It is not aligned. No, it is. Why are you being such a... I feel like I'm either going to have to install a punching bag in my room or take anger management classes.
Crap.
Dude, the
Physical activity
station
is good
designer,
overall.
it just does not want to comply.
Those grandiose finished stations really give you some appreciation. But I guess you're on the test universe, so you're probably building in untreaded territory.
Oh yeah, I can feel the untreaded part. Why?
You're a pioneer, okay? This is just the journey.
I'm a crash tester, that's what I am. Like, it...
Yeah, Frostbite's gonna be releasing this game also to help with low blood pressure.
What is going on? Check this out. I can copy everything except for these tiny little pieces of glass there. Not allowed to.
It's anxiety. That's what I have. That's why I don't leave the SSC. Not even for the station editor or the cap editor.
I'm having
Just need-
anxiety in the designer.
I will stay right where it's warm and comfortable in my spaceship editor.
Bro, if you have low blood pressure, it's gonna be normalized.
Starbase shouldn't come with health complications. I'll just put that out there.
It's not health. It's not
It's-
health complications.
It should
Just-
not be a requirement to have health issues to be able to play parts of Starbase. But damn, when it wants to copy, it actually does a fairly good job at it. Oh,
When it works,
please-
it works.
Oh, please don't prove me wrong. Thank you. Yep, the one and only. When it works, it works.
But if it doesn't, it doesn't.
It's only if it's rainy on a Tuesday. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Feels like the next step is gonna have you rearranging each one individually.
Don't say it. Don't you dare. It's like not allowed.
During the next siege, you're gonna be like, "Don't touch any of the glass." What?
I'll warn you, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me, so...
It's like during the siege. Wait, what? You're like, nobody's allowed to touch the glass.
Because if you
84
do,
hours.
I will personally hunt you.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. What I love is the fill-in pattern. You see how it's filling each piece of glass when you do it? Where does that come from? Like, look at the pattern. It's like, is it random?
Oh, you mean those lines?
No, when it fills in each piece of glass, it's like it's picking random little sectors.
I don't know. I don't know. If one day you know, please let me know.
I'm a developer, so I looked like to think how they're solving the problem.
No, I'm a computer programmer too, so I've got...
Yeah, so you would think it would fill in like left to right or something, some order, instead of just like chaos. I love it. I wonder if it's the fact that they don't put enough information into the code or too much information.
I found a fun spot for that
no.
station.
No,
Happy.
no. You are not allowed to do that.
What's up, Silent?
I found a fun spot for that other test station. I'll hit you up when it's finished for whatever it's needed for, Happy.
Trying to not lose my mind. Zombie says they are worshipping the Chaos God. Which one? Because I feel like it's not one of the 4 main ones.
Yeah, there's definitely likely to be quite a few. To some, chaos is just order at such a level that it's hard to understand.
I'm
There's a lot of ways to
wondering...
look at it.
If ever I am to be asked what is the game that has caused me the most intense emotions, period, Starbase. The designers, more specifically. Okay, that's normal. Emotional damage. Emotional torture. Da 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 da. Getting somewhere. I don't know if it's my destination, but I'm getting somewhere. You can't even copy paste lots of objects, because otherwise the game just gets really confused.
Yeah, sometimes it'll snap funny.
And then it gets angry and starts hurting the pack.
I mean, it's freezing, or it's getting confused. It doesn't know if it can or not snap something. Okay, game's not moving at all. Oh, there you go. Yo, what is going on? The game systematically freezes when I'm trying to copy this. This is insanity.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello. Is it freezing? I must admit, having this big glass cube is quite entertaining.
I can't wait to see lasers coming out of it.
Oh, you made it a cube instead?
So there's like machine.
I'm missing pieces, so I can't. If I make it a not cube, the corners become either opaque or completely missing. There's no in between.
So
Oh,
you
no.
know how you have machine learning? It's human learning.
You mean human
machine is-
torture?
No, the machine is actually training you.
That's what I'm calling it. Torture.
Human training. Oh, you're gonna work this way. But I want to do this. No, no, no. That is too efficient. When I was asking if you could tint the glass a color, I was thinking making a giant Rubik's Cube.
Oh, that would have been entertaining.
Yeah.
See, I'm already think I'm above the threshold of how many objects I'm allowed to copy paste before the game starts acting all weird. So official, someone's saying sit in triangle windows. You can get in designer. Yes, so that's what they told me earlier during the stream. Apparently, I wasn't aware of it. There are many objects that are not listed that you can craft. So you place one, you hop into the station designer, and then you start copy pasting it. But it turns out that in my very specific case, they don't have the corner triangles, the pyramid triangles. I don't know how to call them. They've got a lot of glass pieces, but not the one I'm interested in. Oh boy, this is going to be one of those days. Do you mind?
That was pretty cool. Behind all the mirrors, put like layers and layers of brick, so they don't realize they're just hammering away.
I'm just horribly afraid that the corners are going to become valid areas. If they do, it's going to spare a lot of trouble for me.
Oh, that they can sit there and camp on a little piece.
Well, it means that the defenders, first of all, it's going to increase the class of the station by a lot, which I'm not particularly interested in doing. And it's also going to result in the defenders having to recapture areas that are absolutely not favorable whatsoever.
What if you made areas for them to capture that were just death traps?
All of the areas are designed with that in mind, but I wasn't really good at doing so. So I need to redesign multiple things. But that is the end goal. It precisely is to design areas that are heavily advantageous to the defender. So the medium hanger areas, I do think fulfill that condition. They are really nasty to capture. But the problem is that the attackers figured that, I mean, why bother attacking the strongest link when you can in fact go for other components of the station that aren't as well designed at all. And that's precisely what they did.
Got it.
And that is why I need to redesign parts of the station. And one thing I'm really adamant about is to make the station as torpedo resilient as possible. There's no such thing as torpedo resistant, so I'm going for the next best thing, which is torpedo resilient. The difference being that you can take a few torpedo hits without everything being compromised. Yes.
Just a question. Logic-wise in the game, I understand what they're trying to create here with the sieges, but like as a player, if I participate, and especially not part of a large company, maybe just an individual, I'm gonna dump off a bunch of money on chips and resources. What's the benefit? Like, what do you get other than bragging rights?
For the territories, you mean?
No. For the siege event, like if I'm not affiliated with any company or anything, what would be the point of me
Scraps.
participating?
You can try and go for the scraps. You can be mercenaries, I suppose, opportunists. I suppose the answer is going to be on a per player basis.
And some people just really like PvP.
So some people are just going to go in for the chaos.
Are there going to be any kind of like maybe standings or a scoreboard? I don't know, just some sort of recognition, something.
I don't think
There's-
so.
No, but there's going to be a bunch of ships for you to salvage. So since that's what you like to do, it'll be more dangerous than a normal area salvage. You can't wait for it to clear out, right?
My normal self will be in a freaking heaven, like as a scavenger. That's my role right now as a scavenger. I'm in
Yeah.
heaven. Like Jesus, I'll live on the battlefield.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that you're going to be in competition with other scavengers, and you are also going to be in competition with corporations that are absolutely not interested in seeing their secret designs be analyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've handled that before. Oh, bribery.
Yeah, I mean, it works until it doesn't. But that's what Laurie envisions for the game. A very, very social aspect to it, where the players have to interact with one another to be able to get what they want and do what they want. That's his vision. That's what he wants the game to be.
All right, I'll just set up like deals with, like, let's say Lambert for Empire. I'll be like, Lambert, you know, I hate Kingdom. Their stuff, and then I'll do the same thing with Kingdom.
And I think you've just shot yourself in the foot permanently.
They don't know who I am.
What do you mean they don't know who you are? You do know my streams are recorded, eh?
No. No, I'm just...
What, now you do?
And Lambert's in chat. He's got you made.
I know. I've been trying to bribe Lambert for months.
You're exposed.
It's Lambert and Glitcher. I work on both of them.
How's that going for you?
Yeah, this isn't Indigo Zen. It's AI.
That's what Zombie is trying to say for you, but you're going to have to find another excuse.
I'm getting desperate for loot. I'm trying to find anything on production at this point. I'm even trying to look underground if I can.
Are you really moving them glass windows one by one row at a time?
Yes, yes,
Hey, it's
and
better than-
I'm losing my
Oh,
mind
no.
on the damn...
Hey, it's better than individual windows. So
I'm not
that's
far
thoroughly-
from that. I'm not far from having to move everything individually.
hold on. How many are in each? How many windows is in in one side of one cube? Let's do the math here.
Oh, you want to calculate the price?
No, how many windows will be in this build?
Happy is currently unhappy trigger.
No, I'm trigger.
Triggered.
Not triggered. Unhappy triggered.
No. When I'm pleased with the ship designer, I'm happy. When I'm not, I'm trigger.
Happy thoughts.
My happy
Think about
thoughts are strangling someone right now.
You need like a puppy just to sit on your lap and pet them while you do this.
I've got a cat. I feel like petting him to not lose my mind.
That's what cats are for.
The game is doing anything it can to make the process as tedious as possible, and oh my, is it doing a good job.
It's working against you. Fight it.
What is the object?
It wouldn't be as fulfilling if you just got it simple. You know, like you copied one side or like, you know, boom, 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 you're done. It wouldn't be fulfilling.
Fulfillment, my...
This is actually a game loop they're working on.
It's called the rage quit loop.
Right.
Rage quit and then quit, and then
What's
come back.
What's interesting is they pulled some of the tools. Like, then they can't keep snapping stuff, or it doesn't really apply.
I didn't understand your
The tools. They pulled some of the tools, like the snap and so forth. Happy thoughts. Think about puppies. Awesome.
You're not helping it.
Trying. I'm talking very quietly and with a very soft voice.
when someone has murder thoughts, it is not. It is
Yeah,
not
not
a viable solution.
Try not to start the trigger. Or be the trigger. Ooh,
By
that's-
mentioning puppies, you're just going to cause puppies to be the object of his rage.
You're a missing row?
Very serious talk. This is one of the real reasons for which I prefer not to do these things off stream. It's because when I'm on stream, it can have a comedic relief value. When I do it off stream, I give up. I get too frustrated to continue.
Choose life.
Think happy thoughts, think happy thoughts, think happy thoughts.
Choose life.
Choose life.
Who's gonna be the one to tell Happy he's Mr. Rowe?
I'm trying to, but I'm afraid.
No, I skipped.
Okay.
I didn't miss the row. I skipped the row, and I had to skip the row because I had to go past the row to then come back to the row because otherwise it doesn't snap in place. I'm losing my mind. I didn't miss it. I had to skip it.
So there's a method to this craziness.
Yes.
Yep. It's scaffolding is what it is. Gotta build to build.
He's figuring
And
out
then
the
they-
answer. The system is working. Like right now, like servers are spinning up at AWS to fight against Happy.
Well, damn. I'm doing progress, but at what cost?
Yeah, Lowry is like, oh my god, we got 18 servers running.
Happy's literally doing what Saudi Arabia are doing, but in space. In the city of mirrors.
If the corners don't come together, I'm gonna just be very quiet.
Oh yeah,
and
in
step back.
some snaps, this one is an example, but some snaps just cause everything to freeze.
Now, Happy, have you done like a trial and error on the corner to see if
Actually, I already know what the technique for the corners are. So a piece of
Okay.
glass won't fit in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to use an offset technique, which I've been using here. As a matter of fact, you've got an example.
I don't want you to mess anything up, dude. Don't.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
going to try to not lose my mind.
Yeah. Keep going. You got a good pace going here. I don't want to be the cause for some really big F up.
No, I mean, there's always Control Z, you know, like... I'm not pretending with the frustration. That's it's infuriating.
You're gonna need to put some Enya on or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea. Maybe some May It Be. Or, etc.
There are at least two big bugs that are converging. You've got the freezes. No, three bugs. You've got the freezes. You've got the snapping issues. That's the freeze right there. And you've got the objects that don't quite want to release for whatever reason.
You gotta come up with nicknames for them. So you got freezies, snappies, and what's the third one?
You're about to hear a few French swear words.
Merde.
That's the light one.
That's the light one. That's the only one I know.
No, French. Unlike English, French doesn't have like one word fit all. It's more like you make quite elaborate sentences to describe your unhappiness.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Russian swearing is like an art form.
No, Russian gets it to an entire other language. You'd swear the whole language is based around the ability to swear.
Yeah, yeah. Even their exclamation is like you constantly say. It's kind of comparable to saying prostitute over and over, or whore.
Okay, French does that also.
Yeah, they go blood, blah 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 blood, blah, blah. Like it's
If you,
almost like saying, dang. Yeah, no, it's like saying dang.
You do have to be You do have to be careful what you say because Happy is streaming.
yes,
No,
although
I'm not. I'm not swearing.
without using like the heavy artillery, an interesting one to hear is putain de bordel de merde. When you hear that, you know that whoever's speaking French has actually reached his limit. Because so putain is the very old French word for a prostitute. It used to be polite, but it no longer is. So the same way you'll hear them say merde, you'll hear them say putain. It's frowned upon. Like you're not supposed to.
It was funny. I came to America when I was 5 years old from Ukraine, and I was asking some of the Russian players what certain words mean because I just knew them from my childhood. My mom would call me like, "What you mad at me?" And they're like telling me this stuff. I never thought of looking it up, but I thought it just meant like, "Oh, you're a bad child." They're like, "Oh, it means like vicious little animal." I'm like, "What?" That's what my mom was calling me. Or like dirty little hedgehog or something, or like it was horrible. Like the stuff they were telling me, the words mean. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, disease. One was like something like vile disease.
Sandman on my Twitch stream is saying that somewhere in Starbase there's a whole moon that's glitching due to my absolute unrelenting efforts to get my station together. Oh, that would be hilarious. I know, Sandman. So yeah, I got so frustrated I didn't want to say it out loud, but the rest of the expression, so it's like putain de bordel de merde, and bordel is the war house. How do you call it when you have all of your wars in the same place? The prostitutes.
What?
I don't think we have.
A whorehouse.
Yes, that.
Oh.
So it would be war of a war house that's shitty. That's the complete expression.
Wow. You know, if there was a mathematical like combination, not like there was a relationship between the glass not placing right and some poor bastard working in the EBM.
It's infuriating.
There.
Every time.
During my combat test, my maneuvering thrusters fell off easily, so I have just stuck 10,000 bolts into the hard points. We're good to go.
That's the way to fix it. That's a style.
Gorilla glued it on.
That's a style. If at first it don't succeed, put more bolts in.
I was watching the Boeing whistleblowers testify, and they were saying that the parts that they were concerned about is they would have things that would warp or not like aligned, and Boeing would use unlimited amounts of force, anything necessary to force these parts into these, I don't know, configurations. And it reminds me of that, right? Instead of more bolts, it's the same thing. Just smash it together.
Oh my goodness, I broke my ship. My ship is broken. What
Go
on
hug
earth?
Teddy. Go hug Teddy.
What on earth is this? Big pink block that says a massive indirect peers count. This may trigger a failsafe and invalidate the ship.
Oh no! I hate it when
What?
they get.
What is that?
First time
Discovered
hearing
a man.
about it.
I can tell you you're not supposed to do that. That's all I.
Whatever a massive indirect peers count is.
An error with the peer-to-peer file.
I just want to put thousands of bolts into things. Is that not allowed?
Did you put on too many bolts? Asks Sandman. Did you go over budget?
No.
Actually, do you know what? Can you stream your screen? I'm really curious as to what exactly.
Yes. So, if I add more bolts, I get some interesting pink blocks. That's
Wow.
That's the center of mass block. Massive indirect peers count. This may trigger a failsafe and what?
You've really done it now, Lambert.
I've never seen that error before. It's a new error. It's like
Not sure.
it's like Pokemon cards. I've collected a few, but I don't have that one.
No,
yeah,
it's
I'm not-
scientific. This is
I'm not
new
sure.
physics.
I'm not sure if Lambert won or lost the game.
I don't want this error, so I've lost. Oh god!
There's more
Wonderful.
physics. Our
Can we
base
get that as an
continue.
effect?
That's interesting.
Disco ball.
Have you saved recently?
No. I'm just trying
Actually,
to put thousands of bolts in hard points.
Actually,
Is that not allowed?
This is in the reference to both of you. Have both of you saved recently?
I've never seen that issue. How about you disable the visualization of the center of mass?
Don't have it enabled.
The center of
It's
mass.
not
is the
enabled.
force.
So it's
The center of mass is
forcefully
the-
it's forcefully enabling itself to be. Are
And
you on
then
the
giving
live
you
or
an
the
error
STU?
On the STU.
Damn.
I'm just not allowed to. I'm just not allowed to put bolts into my hard points. I guess.
Your whole ship is the center of mass.
Can I put them down here? Game. Nope.
He found out where EOS's center of mass is.
Yeah, Lambert's ship.
If I can't reinforce these, then I have a weakness in my ship. Game.
Wait, this is the one Kai made, right? Lambert,
I'm
this is
doing
the
it
one.
one bolt at a time.
Lambert, this is the one Kai made, right?
Yes.
Makes you think, huh?
Let's not speculate.
It's a trap.
No. I just want to reinforce the beams. Is that okay?
No.
Apparently not. My game's freezing upon selections of specific groups of glass. How? I don't know. Why? No clue.
When this amount of glass shatters during the siege, this is gonna freeze everyone.
That sounds a lot like a not my problem.
Yeah. Hey, we are testing the siege, so everything goes. Oh my.
Right, how many bolts can I put into this thing before it gives me pink?
So it's not the stink eye, it's the pink eye.
Well, the pink eyes also pretty much stink eye.
Can you put decals on windows?
Oh,
No.
I've seen people trying to do it, almost as if they thought they could.
At this stage, it's everything is trolling everyone.
Gotcha. I was gonna put like a huge arrow towards the entrance and put like secret entrance. Not a trap.
Oh man, you'd swear I'm on a crusade or something. Why is it so difficult?
tell me about it. Why is this so difficult?
How about we swap bugs?
Look, I can put bolts into the bottom part of the hard point. As soon as I go to certain parts of the hard point, no.
Sounds like Starbase therapy sessions.
Right, can I put a bolt here? Yeah.
If someone was
so I can't
to
put a bolt over
roleplay,
here?
if someone
can.
was to roleplay as a therapist for the designers, they'd be rich in no time.
I want to know what happens when you invalidate the ship, though. Does it just not fly anymore?
Lambert, how did the bolts make you feel?
Upset. I just want to strengthen the ship.
And why do you want to strengthen the ship?
Why do you think? Why do you think, Indigo?
I'm asking you.
Right, that'll do. Right, who said anything about poor bolting? Where do you see bolts?
Lambert, don't be defensive. Tell me about your childhood and bolts.
I don't want to hear anything about poor bolting.
Love you, and that's all you need to know.
Indigo, you'd be perfect in that role.
Hey, Starbase therapy. What do I charge for that?
Somebody's asking, can I interest you in weld cubes?
No, because that makes the problem even worse.
That's
Oh,
a whole different. That's a whole different division.
Wow, the brain just goes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's so
You've
weird.
made a floating mirror.
No, look at the effects. The brain gets confused. Like the center part is going away, and the look. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, that's hurting my brain.
It feels like the cube is getting closer, and the field is going
Whoa.
further.
Wait, have you done an F5?
Have I done what?
Rendered it?
What do you mean? It's rendered. It's the. This is the. I'm not in the. This is like the fake designer. I don't know how you call it.
Oh, I haven't tried the chip designer yet, or the base designer.
Okay, so I'm actually quite curious. Let's calculate. There is on each side 5,625 planes of glass times 6. I'm not going to include the 2 holes because I don't feel like it. And I'm using the 432 by 432 pieces of glass. I want to know how many stacks of glass would you need to just have the outer shell. Like, I'm not even including the glass that I have inside. Because I'm fully expecting big corporations to start spamming these things. Okay, so it's going to be the 432. There you are. So, oh yeah, it's really cheap. So it's going to be times 206.48. And you divide everything by 1,728. And you get 4,032 stacks of glass.
That's per side.
No, that's just for the outside shell.
No, but per side. You didn't.
I did. I multiplied everything by 6.
No. Oh, okay.
So per side you'd have, it would be 750 stacks of glass for one big wall. And I'm still in the... I could maybe even add a second layer of glass behind the first one in some areas.
And base it your way. That way the people on the inside lose their mind.
Happy is trying to make his hair go grey.
Can't you see with the light it already did?
So what's it encourages people to attack the entryway. So how are you going to defend that entryway?
The entryway already takes a massive amount of damage, and it's very resilient to it. They're not going to aim at the entryway. I can tell you what an attacker is going to think. He's probably going to come under this angle and be like, oh, let me just start shooting, you know?
Until someone puts 200 torpedoes through the entrance.
And that's when you'll realize something that's really nasty. So if you put in your wall of torpedoes, you'll have a hole big enough to put in your ship. If you start shooting at it, you'll end up with glass debris. But the problem is that unlike normal glass debris, this is station class debris, and it doesn't move at all. It's still part of your station. So if you tried to go in what you think is a hole with your ship, you'd end up ramming part of the station.
Yeah, damn.
This is going to be very nasty to attack. Which, to be fair, is the entire purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going to be fun. Oh boy, wish me luck.
24-hour stream?
No, I already have the... strangling my microphone while trying not to break it. I already got a lot of experience with glass. So I know how to convince it to get into the position I want to. But it may require... Wait, what? Oh boy. Here, let me show you the technique. Just having to do the technique is an annoyance in itself. So you prepare these stacks of glass, and then the game gives you the middle finger because obviously... Gosh dang it, dude, come on. And then you snap it up there this way. Ta-da!
Oh.
It's enclosed.
Oh, okay.
And now I just need to repeat the process a few more times.
So, can't you still just slide the glass to the right?
Nope. Because it's the size you see there is one pane of glass minus the its frame. So it is literally lacking, I think, 6 centimeters. That's the width of those glass pieces. That's what I don't have. And now we resume copying everything one by one. Just the way we love it. Oh.
You're copying the blast from behind, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm trying to do it 8x8.
No, but it looks like. Oh, so you're doing both sides at the same time?
Yeah.
I thought that.
But the game isn't quite. You can see it's on the fence as if it wants to do it. Damn you!
My hand is so twitchy. Also, like I wish that you could move them with a keyboard.
I wish many
One-
things.
One pixel at a time would be the best thing.
The objects are not where they make you think they are. Oh, the level of frustration.
It's level crazy.
Yeah, there's a solid reason why I don't see that many people come forward asking me, hey, can we do the next siege using my station?
Hey, can we do the next siege using my station?
What's your station
Thanks.
look like?
it's
It's a giant
it's a bounding block
eagle.
right now.
It's a giant eagle.
I'm just expanding to see that reconstruction thing you asked about, and then we'll see.
Turn the
I'm
chip
also
maker into a
curious.
turn the chip maker into a giant station.
Tried that with the ship once. The factory halls don't anymore.
Why?
Quite that is quite an evil OCD trick. When you think you have the solution. That's rough.
Wow.
Okay, so out of 30,000 pieces of glass, how many people will notice that one?
It's kind of in the corner. So of all of the area. Oh, I'm losing frame rate looking at this thing. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, it's not going to get much worse than that, so I suppose it's good. You know what? Let me just...
Our glass is just
Why? Why don't you snap on glass? Who thought it was a good idea to have a one-way snap? Ah. I'll deal with it later.
You can always just leave that piece of glass open, and somebody gets the job to guard it.
Yeah, like that's going to happen.
Lambert, you must stand here.
Guard this hole with your life.
For it is yours.
It'd be funny though, because you can see out through the glass. You see like random endos floating by, like secretly, like trying to peek in the hole.
I've got zombies saying that I jinxed it. I really hope I didn't.
That's totally fine. It's gonna get shot
Hey,
with
um,
1,000 torpedoes anyway.
It's fine for you. You're the one with the popcorn.
I suppose
I feel
guarding
your
in
pain.
glass. I suppose guarding in glass is better than getting shot by Doggo's turrets over and over and over again.
Yeah, and NHL is working on their version 2 with 8,000 torpedoes. You see a giant wall moving towards like 20 tug ships. What's nice is I was on their team and they didn't warn me about the torpedo launches.
It was exciting.
I was in the inside of the base trying to infiltrate, and all of a sudden half the base starts blowing up with me.
I think Eridor really kept it under wraps. Like he has a good sense of secret operations, which in turn allowed them to pull the trick without letting anyone know in advance what he was up to.
I couldn't like if
Sneaky little.
Came on Discord the night before and showed us all. His
Yeah, that's what I
torpedo
thought.
launcher.
Oh, okay.
I thought I saw that, yeah, because I couldn't figure out what he was doing. I saw a huge wall, and he was like tucking the torpedoes in with a point.
He had that's like 5 ships he had to assemble outside of the ship designer, right?
No, so he can put as many warheads as he wants on a ship as long as he tows it.
Wait,
Yes,
so
but he still had to do something with over 30 weapons, because a launcher is counted as a weapon.
question: did he warp with those things into there in tow?
No, he towed it, my understanding.
Right, but can you warp with something in tow?
For now, apparently, yes.
Oh,
I haven't tried it, but that's my understanding.
I hope that stays. Just make it cost more.
well, Lambert has a new PvP technique he used on the last battlefield on me.
Huh.
Took a tow ship and started tow beaming me and just like whipping me around circles into objects.
Oh, I did that during the race. The only sad part was that it was a friendly fire.
No, he meant to kill me.
It was an endo that was on a leftover of a pirate ship. I towed it and I started spinning like crazy while shooting it.
Oh, that would be even better.
It was nice to watch. The only problem, as I said, is that the endo in question was a bit confused as to why a friend was doing that. But to my defense, it was outside of the safe zone, so his nickname wasn't being displayed. And by the time he was able to write a message to tell me what are you doing, well, I'd already started shooting.
At that point, it's too late. You just might as well keep going.
It was cool though.
Yeah, it's a neat technique. Like I'd love to try it in PvP.
None of the corners are working.
Like put out like a tow beam in every direction and try to hook the people.
I guess the corners are where Doggo's turrets are going.
No, we weren't using groups at the time. We had a group for the racers, and the ones that were doing the defense were in another group entirely. It was New Horizon Republic that were just pirate hunting. They just wanted to have fun. And as such, there was a very poor communication with the two groups. I'm going to have to put a solid object in the corners. Yeah, it is trippy AF.
Oh my god, it's giving me like. All the attacking forces throw up on their computers. Oh god, it is hurting. It is hurting my eyes.
Oh, it really has an effect. This is not on purpose.
Yeah,
Paint
no,
it
it's
black too to give some nice contrast.
No, it feels like. Oh,
I don't think
Feels
the
like it's
black is going
growing.
to have... Yes, it feels like it's going further away, even though you're getting closer, because the field, the force field around it is acting the way you'd think it should act, yet the glass is doing the exact opposite. That's what it looks like when it's black.
Oh, you can do little symbols. Like do a Mickey Mouse.
Oh, more like...
No entry. that hurts to read. Not
Oh,
welcome.
gosh!
It would distract at least one or two people long enough for them to be.
Not welcome. And on the entry side, put down not entrance.
More like, alright, go away. And trace. Yeah,
Oh my.
scrubbing it off is not fun though, so...
Yeah.
Put something that indicates that this is the way that you go. Big green arrows on the ground or something, and then like send them on into a maze.
And they'll put free valet.
I think this Nox station is... Where's Nox?
Free valet parking.
There's Nox over here, so I can just have an arrow pointing it, saying attack that. Oh, there
This
is
is not
such
the
a
bit.
delay.
So not the base you are looking for. Can you rename your base roll bar?
No,
And that
people
way
would
when
get
people
so
try-
confused for the event.
Right. It would be entertaining. Like half of them go to the wrong place. It's like a 50-50 shot.
No, I won't call it the Starbucks. I'll call it the I Heard 2000. Or some other dumb name I'll think of. For now, it's called Super Defense Mark IV.
Should you name it torpedo
Okay.
target?
Okay, I am not painting this wall again.
Oh my.
It's not coming off. There you go.
Starbucks. Have like a drive-through window.
Right, good night all.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
A window cleaner. That would actually be a good idea.
Worst job ever.
You paint everything
time-
black, and then you get a new player in the game, and you give him like paint cane, and you tell him it's like a cleaning tool. So he painstakingly does the whole surface for 10 credits per window. And by the time he's finished in the editor, you paint everything black again, and you say
Yeah,
you've got
it's-
dirt here all over again. Start over.
Yeah, it's like the Golden Gate Bridge. They paint it non-stop. By the time they end painting it, they have to start over again because it's been like 3-4 years. That'd be a horrible existence. Your whole job is just to find the shit.
No, it's just to take care
great.
of an existing structure. Oh, being inside is not much better than being outside.
Is it reducing your light at all?
Oh, everything's in the shadow. There's no more sun.
Oh. I wish we had a flashlight builder. Number 8,433.
Yeah, it's trippy AF. Anyway,
Base 3.0, now crunchier.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go the extreme way. And I'm going to start removing absolutely everything on top. To only have the components that I'm keeping for the next siege. So do this. Wait for the freeze. And do that. Bless you.
Sorry, I'm sick as fuck. So.
By pure luck, I didn't fall ill this year, and I'm so grateful for it because everyone in my family had the flu. And somehow, I got lucky. Last time I had the flu was on Christmas, and I spent my entire Christmas in bed with fever and coughing.
If you dodged being sick, I am happy for you.
Thank you. I've dodged being sick, but I'm stuck in station designer. So now I'm questioning my life choices.
But you're not sick.
Yeah, but I mean, look at what I'm doing.
I haven't gone outside in 2 years. I'm sick.
What's grass?
The sun burns me.
It's still green, right?
Actually,
Look-
I think the sun does burn me.
Looks black right now to me. Because it's
Oh my.
night.
No, I have no sense of direction in this game, and even looking at your blueprints doesn't help at all. I still get lost in this shit nonstop.
You get lost in a ship.
No, in your sorry, base.
Okay.
As an attacker, not a defender.
Yeah, this is like not intended. It probably is due to me thinking really out of the box. But even defenders are getting really confused with my station. So I'm seriously considering doing a station that's confusing on purpose. I'm wondering how that's going to turn out. Either it's going to be considerably more confusing, or only confusing for me, I don't know.
Big passageways that you could only get to rooms crawling.
What on earth happened here? Oh!
Ooh.
Look at French.
That must have been Orchidea fun.
What happened?
He edited a part of the station, but I wasn't aware that he had. I must say he's
That's
very
also-
creative with like the small pieces. He uses very small triangles, whereas I try to use the big stuff. Oh gee, he edited it a lot. Okay, let me make sure I'm not deleting any of the very precious glass. No? Okay. Goodbye.
I like the pagoda type top. Stylistically, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's probably the only thing that doesn't look like an eyesore. I'm keeping one there, but it's just so I can start copy pasting stuff off it. They're going to be made much bulkier, much wider, so that in turn it can accommodate for more stuff. At the very least, the big advantage of this kind of like glass box is that you do not know where where you want to shoot. I mean, obviously you can shoot center of mass and you'll kind of know that you're going to get something, but it's hard to be more precise.
Oh,
The main part that really
So-
is...
so you could theoretically reinforce different parts of the glass with bricks, and not put down which ones you're doing, and it would kind of be like good luck, bad luck. You pick the wrong area, and you're hitting more brick glass. That way, you don't have to blow your budget on reinforcing all the glass.
There's no such thing as reinforcing glass. There's more about like having multiple layers that can then defend one another. This is what it normally looks like, and this is a kill zone. Highly effective at dealing with intruders. Whoops.
Is that a spawn pad?
There's two. So you spawn and you go out, and all around both spawn pads are trenches, kinda. Like there's a trench system where you can just come up and start shitting.
Is there any way to protect the railing or the spawn?
Well,
If
all of this is inside. Okay, yeah, he didn't realize this. This is where an area stops. This is core area. It's indestructible.
Got it.
When on earth did you do all of those modifications?
Who did these?
This is Orchid the Fun that did it, and I think I agree with a lot of the modifications he did. I'll probably edit a few things or two, but not that much. Oh, those were the triangles you... Oh, it is ship parts! That's how he did it! Those are indeed ship parts.
No, they're not.
Those are, I recognize them anytime.
I don't know. I can't see.
Oh yeah, they are.
But that would be crazy.
Well, that's what he did. I was wondering how he'd gotten these things to be so small. Turns out it was just good old ship parts.
It's stuck on the base.
Trying to understand what he designed exactly.
So how did he get ship parts to stay in or get into the
He
editor?
placed them as an endo. So you edit the station as an endo, not station editor, just like a good old edition. And he just puts the objects down doing that. He then went into the station editor, and that's when he started copy pasting everything. Because I now have access to them because they were placed down. And I'm probably going to be using that technique to draw arrows and whatnot to indicate, to add even more indications. Yeah, I really am in fact gutting most of the station. Yeah, I see what you did. I don't think I agree with everything, but there's really good ideas. And it would be unwise to just discard everything. Yeah, so the only thing I don't like about, the only two things I don't like about his defense system. Whoa, the game got confused. Oh, the game is very confused. Oh, cool, it's the site that has his stuff. So the first part I'm not fond of is the part count. It has a very high part count. And those do... I mean, they end up in a budget, which for now is not enforced, but I'm a bit cautious. Gee, he put in a lot of time and effort into this. What's the point of these? I'm confused.
Fun.
Oh. Yeah, but those would have to be rotated. Is some good stuff. Looks like Orchidefan is one step ahead of me when it comes to very local areas of defense. I am looking very forward to seeing what he's going to do with his stations. So all of this here is destructible. And so is this. So he doubled the thickness of this wall. Because normally it just looks like this.
Picture shows someone sitting at home with a cat on their lap, and it says, "Behind every remote worker is a cat that hasn't signed an NDA and would likely sell its secrets for a piece of salami."
I've got 2 cats like that at home. It is infuriating when that happens. Don't switch. Just the computer just instantly rebooted. So very hard crash. No blue screen, no nothing. Just everything goes black and the computer's starting again.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, that's a cool
died.
place. It happened to me 3 times over the past 2 weeks. So I do think your computer's starting to get a little bit old.
Something.
Yeah, we'll see if it can be used for something. But
It's a nice spot though. You can do some fun stuff in a station designer. The only problem you'll have is unless you find the exact same Titan asteroid and use the exact same orientation, you're not going to be able to replicate the station.
totally fine.
As long as you're okay with that, then it's all good.
Yeah, I probably won't make too many PvP stations, so might as well for testing purposes. When it's free, I don't know how it's going to be like when they have it, when it costs resources. Will it just, will they all these things come into existence costing resources, or will we have to craft it first? Probably we'll have to craft it, who knows?
Got no idea. The Titan asteroids are a little bit of a novelty when it... novelty, what am I saying? There's no game, anything implemented with them, so it's a complete mystery as to what they intend to do with them. Something's going to happen with them. What? Anyone's guess. Up. Huh. Yeah. I do think that for the entrances that Orchid Fun changed, there's maybe like an in-between. There's a lot to be inspired by. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to stop my stream here. Guys, it was nice chatting with you.
See ya.
Bye-bye, guys.
Stay
Take
safe.
care.
And for my stream, thanks a lot for checking, for chatting. I'm going to stop the stream here. It was a bit short. The crash just made it barely slightly shorter, although it was a bit annoying. This massive glass cage took way too much time, and it's not even fully implemented. Yep, so more work to do, far from done. Huge amount of work awaiting me on this station. Anyway, thanks again for checking the stream. I'm going to stop it here. As a reminder for those that haven't done so already, I pinged a few people, but there's always going to be those that haven't noticed. On the Discord community events. Oh, actually, do you have a winner here? You can vote for when you want to be able to have the next siege. These are the dates. That's my local time. It's going to be displayed in your local time. So if I copy message link and I'll put it in the chat. That's going to be very unpleasant to copy for those that watch the replay, but it should work. This will allow you to put in a vote. You put in as many votes as it is relevant. If you know you're available the entire weekend, you click for the entire weekend. It's literally as simple as that. It's a means of trying to find out what suits the most people and what can possibly get us the most players. And voila, and hopefully they'll have fixed a few things before then. And yeah, thanks again for watching the stream, and see you next time. Bye bye, guys.